Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Derek Martinez. A woman has been taken into custody after troopers say she fired multiple shots in a Cunningham Township neighborhood. According to state police, troopers were dispatched to the scene on the 120 block of Middle Avenue around 9:30 p.m. on Monday, July 22nd for reports of an active shooter. Upon arriving at the scene, troopers say Ashley Gregas was heard shooting a .45 caliber handgun from inside the house. State police say Gregas admitted to firing multiple shots that went through windows and walls and struck neighboring homes. A search of the residence revealed 2 AR-style rifles, 3 handguns, and spent casings. Gregas was taken into custody and faces charges of recklessly endangering another person and discharging a firearm into an occupied structure, among other charges. She is currently behind bars at the Columbia County Prison. A man charged with assaulting 3 children in Scranton has been sentenced to over 25 years in prison. Kareem Shelton was arrested in August of 2023 after police say he sexually assaulted 3 minors over an 18-month period. According to a press release, Shelton was convicted on aggravated assault charges and was sentenced on Monday to 28.5 to 60 years in prison in connection with the incident. A man is wanted by the Carbon County Sheriff's Office. Kevin Cobble is wanted on a misdemeanor count of fleeing or attempting to elude an officer. He is known to have ties to the Whitehaven area. Anyone with information regarding his whereabouts is asked to contact the Carbon County Sheriff's Office at 570-325-2821. Coming up on WYLN News, 3 local athletes participate in the 2024 Olympics. Plus, the public is invited to a National Night Out event in Shenandoah. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
WYLN News is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton. Your health deserves a partner.
My name is Charlie. I am 8. And the weather forecast for tomorrow will be raining.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m., powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner.
Welcome back to WYLN News. 3 local athletes are participating in the 2024 Paris Olympics as part of Team USA. Casey Eichfeld of drums, Kelly LePage of Honeybrook, and Zane Rutherford of Benton will all be competing in various sports throughout the Olympic Games. 34-year-old Casey Eichfeld is competing in the canoe-kayak category as a 4-time Olympian. He has been competing at an international level since 2004, participating in events like the Pan American Games and the Canoe Slalom World Cup. At the age of 26, Kelly LePage is a first-time Olympian and will be competing in the field hockey category. LePage previously participated at the international level in the FIH Pro League. Wrestler Zane Rutherford will also be participating as a first-time Olympian. As a Penn State University graduate, Rutherford has become a world championship wrestler, winning several gold medals in his career. The 2024 Paris Olympics can be seen on NBC or the Peacock streaming service. Carmen's Country Inn and Gardens will be showcasing their new outdoor event area at an upcoming mixer on Tuesday, August 6th. The networking mixer will be hosted by the Greater Hazelton Chamber of Commerce from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Guests will be able to see the new gardens area and outdoor event space while enjoying an array of homemade hors d'oeuvres. The event is free, however reservations are required. Reservations can be made by contacting the Chamber office at 570-455-1509. Carmen's Country Inn and Gardens is located at 364 Freedom Road in Drums. The Shenandoah Borough Police Department will be hosting a National Night Out event on Tuesday, August 6th. The event will run from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at 229 North Main Street. Participants at the event will have the opportunity to see a variety of emergency vehicles and learn about their local police department, fire department, and EMS workers. The night out is a family-friendly event and will also include fun activities for the kids. Coming up on Benton's News Choice, Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Jim Thorpe Part 2. Plus, we learn about firearm safety on Trooper Talk Tuesday. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Attention, WYLN viewers! WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazelton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network. SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialist, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600. WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to bruxnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's bruxnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Hi everybody. This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, I'm inviting Tyree Harris. He has an autistic son. He'll talk about that. He had neck fusion and how chiropractic could be gentle but still effective. So tune in this week.
One major figure in the rise of Mauch Chunk to prosperity was Asa Packer. Born in Mystic, Connecticut in 1805, he came to Pennsylvania to work as a carpenter for the canal boats trekking down the Lehigh River. He arrived in Mauch Chunk and rose to become head of a company that made canal boats. Packer, though, had the foresight to see steam-powered railroads were going to be the wave of the future. To this end, he bought sizable shares in the then floundering Delaware, Lehigh, Schuylkill, and Susquehanna Railroad in October 1851, renamed it to the Lehigh Valley Railroad, and started a wave of track building between Easton and Allentown that was completed in June 1855. The line reached Mauch Chunk in the fall that year, traveling on the opposite side of the Lehigh River from the town, which was already served by the Lehigh and Susquehanna Railroad. The Lehigh Valley Railroad would eventually be extended into New York and New Jersey. At its peak, it would include over 1,300 miles of tracks and be classified as a Class I railroad, which originally was given to railroads that had an annual operating revenue of at least $1 million in 1911 money when railroad classifications first started. The profits from the Lehigh Valley Railroad would make Packer a billionaire in today's money. He did not rest in these laurels, founding Lehigh University in Bethlehem in 1866. He would serve 2 terms in the U.S. House of Representatives from 1853 to 1857, and would run unsuccessfully for president in 1868 and Pennsylvania governor in 1869. Packer gave freely to his adopted hometown, donating a sizable sum for the construction of Mauch Chunk St. Mark's Episcopal Church, for which he served as a vestryman for 44 years. Then in 1861, he commissioned the building of an Italian-style mansion for himself on the hill overlooking the town. He would live there until his death in 1879. When his last surviving child, Mary Packer Cummings, died in 1912, she willed the house to the borough. Mauch Chunk officials, not knowing what to do with it, left it stand idle for 44 years, which had the benefit of preserving its interior. In 1956, the local Lions Club pressed the borough to open the mansion as a museum. It opened to tourists on Memorial Day of that year and remains a major tourist attraction today. Nor was Asa the only Packer to have a magnificent mansion in town. As a wedding gift to his younger son Harry, Asa had another Italian-style dwelling built next door to his own. Opened to guests in 1974, the Harry Packer Mansion today serves as a bed and breakfast. It also has had an impact on the wider world, as Walt Disney Company Imagineers use the mansion as the template for the design of their own Haunted Mansion attraction. After the Civil War ended, unrest rocked the anthracite region as miners rose up against the mine bosses they felt were oppressing them. It will likely never be known for sure how extensive the Molly Maguires were, or whether they committed the violent acts they were accused of. Mauch Chunk was the site of Molly trials in 1876, and 4 convicted men, Alexander Campbell, John Donahue, Michael Doyle, and Edward Kelly, were executed on the infamous Day of the Rope, June 20th, 1877. Before going to the gallows, however, one of the condemned men, most sources attribute to Campbell, rubbed his handprint into the wall of his cell and declared that it would remain there forever as evidence of his innocence. Well over a century later, the handprint remains on the cell wall, resistant to numerous attempts to erase it or cover it up. The anthracite region, in which Mauch Chunk sat as the eastern anchor of, would be well known for its breweries. Almost every sizable town within the region had at least one operating within their limits during the 19th and 20th centuries. Mauch Chunk was no exception, as 3 breweries once called it home over the years. While the Matilde Gerster and John Schaefer breweries would prove short-lived, however, The third, which began its existence as the Glanz and Kubler Brewery in 1875, would be more successful. Operating on 2nd Street, its fortunes would get a boost in 1879 when it would be purchased by pious Schweibens, who had spent the previous several years working for breweries in Shamokin. Schweibens, who also owned Mauch Chunk's Central Hotel, reorganized the company as the P&P Schweibens Brewery in conjunction with his brother Paul. He would take majority control 2 years later, after which it became the pious Schweibens Brewery. Following Schweibens' retirement in 1913, it became the Ortley Company Brewery. Prohibition shut the brewery down in 1920, but it rose again in 1933, this time as the Sterling Brewing Company. It would evolve to its final name, the Mauch Chunk Brewing Company, in 1935, and lasted 6 years under this title before closing in 1941. Mauch Chunk reached its zenith in the last few decades of the 19th century. Broadway Street, the main thoroughfare through town, was known as Millionaire's Row for the large number of wealthy men that lived on it. A crowning jewel of the downtown was the Mauch Chunk Opera House, built in 1881, with a farmer's market on the first floor and a concert hall on the second. It became a popular stop for vaudeville performers. Mae West, Eddie Foy, and Al Jolson were among those who graced its stage during its heyday. The building was purchased in 1927 by the Comerford amusement chain, who reworked it into a movie theater. It operated in this capacity as the Capitol Theater until it closed in 1962. For the next 13 years, it would be used as a warehouse by the Berkeley Bags Pocketbook Company until it was purchased by the Mauch Chunk Historical Society, which restored the building to an entertainment venue. Today, the once again Mauch Chunk Opera House once more hosts live shows.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another segment of Trooper Talk Tuesday. I'm Trooper Anthony Petrosky, Trooper and Public Information Officer. Today I'm here to talk to you about firearms. The first thing about a firearm is if you want a license to carry a concealed weapon, you would have to be 18 years old and go to the county courthouse in the county where you reside. You have to fill out paperwork through the sheriff's department. They will do a background investigation on you to make sure that you are not a convicted felon. As long as you are good to go, you'll be able to get that license to carry a concealed weapon. You'll then be able to go and purchase your own firearm. Now, owning a firearm has a lot of responsibility. You are responsible for that firearm, meaning you cannot just leave it out in your car, leave it lying around the house. You have to take care of it because somebody can take it out of your car. Now that weapon is registered to you and it could be out there on the streets used to commit crimes. So please be a responsible owner. Keep it out of sight, keep it locked up So if it's in your vehicle, nobody can see it from looking in from the outside. Also, at home, if you are not using it, keep it out of sight. Don't leave it lying around on tables. Unfortunately, people do this. And now the firearm is there for somebody to come in, or if there's kids that come to the house, they may think it's a toy. So please treat it very, very safely. Also, when handling a firearm, always treat a firearm as if it was loaded. Assume that if you pick up a firearm, it is loaded until you safely unload the firearm. Also, never put your finger on the trigger unless you're going to use that trigger. These are some ways that you can stay safe around firearms. I know a lot of people are a little nervous when it comes to them, but proper handling of them, taking care of them, and placement of weapons can make for a very safe scenario. So please be cautious around firearms. Please use good common sense and be safe out there. I'll see you next time here on Trooper Talk Tuesday.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.